Hey everyone, Paul Clark here. And I've seen similar channels talking about, how much they're making with 1,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers, getting 1,000,000 views, all of these things. And so I wanted to show you how much I'm making with 60 subscribers with this channel. And spoiler alert, it's $0. Okay, so that being said, I wanted to kind of look at and say, hey, what if my channel actually was kind of at the threshold where I could start monetizing this today? So as soon as you actually are able to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, all within a rolling 12-month window. As soon as you're able to achieve those targets, you're able to start putting ads in your videos. And when you start putting ads in your videos, you get a cut of that from what Google's able to earn. So you start being able to make money on these videos. There's certainly lots of ways to make them, but ad revenue and the videos is one way. Affiliate marketing or sponsorships is certainly another one, but you certainly have to be bigger, to be able to start making some of those deals. But again, it's $0 today. But with that in mind, what would it be? Well, I wanted to kind of start looking at some of the trends for this channel. And again, it's early. I don't want to read too much into this, but I feel like it's just kind of fun for me to think about this progress, think about what my goals are. And a big part of this too is that I really want to kind of document my progress along the way, document this journey. And I'm looking forward to saying that in a year from now, I can look back and say, hey, I either thought this was realistic or wasn't, or I was able to hit this target or wasn't. So I feel like I want to be able to kind of keep myself accountable, document the journey, and then also just kind of, again, share what the channel is doing, things like that. So, well, if we look at it, 90 days ago, I would say like within the last couple of months is when I started to taking, an investing YouTube channel more seriously. And so 90 days ago from, today, in total, I've got 1,600 views for this channel. Now, if you look at that, just doing the average per day, that works out to just under 18 views per day. And then if you look at the last 28 days, I've had a total of 1,200 views. That works out to just shy of 43 views per day. And then if you talk about just in the past week, I've actually been able to get 377 views. And on a per day basis, that average is about 53 per day. And then you can also kind of figure out that, okay, well, what if you were able to just annualize those results? So what if those average daily views, I was able to kind of generate that same volume of views for the next 365 days? Well, if I was able to do that, I can start to project out what this channel would be able to earn, even just having the limited number of subscribers that I currently have, the limited views that I currently have, all of those things. And, I can also tell you, I've put together just a quick little model in Excel here. I think I have way too much fun, doing little nerdy models in Excel. It's probably part of the reason I wanted to even put this quick video together. And, obviously a big reason why I enjoy investing in stocks as well. But, when you look at it, one way to think about how much you're going to get paid from ad revenue is how many views you're going to get paid per 1,000. And what's nice about finance channels and, investing channels and things of that nature is that they tend to be more valuable to potential advertisers because generally speaking, people who are going to be watching this, you have, some extra money to spend, maybe you have a good job, you own a business, whatever that is, you're probably in a pretty good financial situation in your life. And advertisers are more willing to connect with you than people who are making content that would attract people maybe with, a lower net worth. So that's something to keep in mind. And so I've seen some investing channels that have talked about, that their pay per 1,000 views, was maybe closer to like $20 for the purpose of what I'm trying to forecast out. I'm going to assume that it's just, going to be $8. But again, what's nice about this is that I can alter that value to kind of see how much that would change some of these things. But I'm starting out right now about $8 per 1,000 views, which that works out per view to be about 80% of one penny. So one view would make 0.8 of 1 penny. That's kind of the assumption of what this would be if I was monetized. So my average from 90 days ago, if I was going to annualize my results from that point, I would have been making $52 in total, not like per month per day. That'd be in total if I was able to achieve what I was doing 90 days ago, for that full average on the day. It'd be $52. 28 days ago, if I was able to sustain that average, it'd be $125 for a year. And then most recently, if I was able to sustain what I did in this past week for the next year, I would be able to get about $157 in ad revenue. And then, so, of course, I can talk about I can talk about the actual results that I just mentioned, but then you could also start to think about, well, what are some views that you have to hit on an annual basis and on a daily basis for this to start actually, making any kind of, relatively serious money. So if you were going to say that you wanted to even make $1,000 a year, that's the goal. Well, if you really assume the $8 per 1,000 views, then that would mean that I would need my average views per day to be about 342, okay? And that would be in total for the year 125,000 views. That would mean I'd get about $1,000. Now, if my goal was to maybe be closer to $10,000 for the year, I would actually need 1.25 million views for the entire year. And any views over 1 million, I mean, that sounds, really, really huge right now. I think when I break that down to the daily average to get there, so again, you say the 1.25 million views sounds huge. When I talk about, okay, that would need to be about 3,400 views a day to get up over 1 million views for the year, that starts to feel more in the realm of achievable. Certainly a long way away from where I'm currently at, but doesn't feel impossible. And if I was able to do that, it'd be $10,000 a year. You start talking about money, $25,000, $35,000 a year. Those would start requiring, views of, $8 to $11 or $17,000 per day to start generating between $25,000, $35,000 or $50,000 per year. Okay, so again, my goal with this, by the way, is not just to rush to monetization. The thing that's really driving me with this is that I enjoy putting the content together to talk about the stock analysis. I enjoy talking about personal finance. I enjoy talking about investing. And so, with that in mind, I'm not discouraged if this is going to take me a year or two, to start seeing any kind of profit out of this, because that's not the primary concern. The primary concern is I enjoy talking about this stuff. I enjoy sharing it. I enjoy connecting with those of you who have reached out to me as a result of this channel or as a result of me speaking up in investing groups on either Facebook or LinkedIn, wherever that might be. So again, enjoying the process, and I just wanted to kind of have a check-in about where this channel is currently at. What are some possibilities, based on some of these hypothetical situations. So again, I'm personally looking forward to looking back on this within the next year or more and kind of seeing, again, what actually happened, what I thought could happen. And I'm certainly hoping I can get over 60 subscribers by that point. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video.